Warriors, the XRP Ripple case, a slam dunk. I'm with you. Why? My name is Coach JD. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. And as I told you guys, every single day, I'm going to go hard on sharing you about my Warrior Academy. Here's why. We are now about 7.5 weeks from the biggest bull run in history. We're starting to see the cracks. It's about to explode, Warriors. And there's going to be two types of people. There's going to be the person that comes rushing in at the top of the market and comes collapsing back down. And then there's going to be the person who gets in early, prepares with an exit strategy, and is ready to go and gets ready during the bull run by 2025 and is able to shift to generational wealth. There's only two types of people. That's it, Warriors. Okay. So what we teach in our Warrior Academy is you get access to, I'm not an investor. I do not invest people's money. I just give you access to my portfolio. I show you exactly what I'm doing. I'm like, here you go. Here's what I'm doing. Make your own choice. Don't trust a word I say. Make your own judgment, not a financial advisor's. Number two, you have access to my exit strategy, and you fill out our revolutionary exit strategy, an Excel spreadsheet or Google Doc that you can fill out your own exit strategy to get mentally prepared for the bull run to be able to pull profits. Number three, you have access to my 120-day challenge. This is the key: discipline, nutrition, mindset, subconscious mind programming, goal setting, how I reprogram my subconscious mind to wealth, and one of the best communities in history. I go live in my Discord 3 times per week. We have a cryptocurrency call on Thursday, and the best community in the world to support you. So click the link down below, join our private Warrior Academy for 90% off. If you don't like it, 100% money back guarantee. We don't play games with your money. Within 60 days, we'll refund 100% of your money. All right, let's get the party started, Warriors. The XRP case is a slam dunk. And here's why, Warriors. This stuff that's happening right now, they know that you're looking this way at a pandemic, and there's a whole nother narrative going on this way. There's about to be the biggest price appreciation within the next 8 weeks that you've ever seen in an asset class history, in my opinion, not financial advice. I am ready with an exit strategy. I'm ready with a plan outside of cryptocurrency as well, so that we can build generational wealth. I'm a long-term holder of cryptocurrency, 50% of my portfolio, but the other 50%, I have a game plan where I'm going to set up so my kids can be wealthy. But let's take a look at the XRP case and why I think it's a slam dunk. You have to look at the players in the game, Warriors. Okay, so let's take a look at the SEC. Remember, I told you Brian Brooks, I've taught you all the players in the game. Brian Brooks left the head legal counsel of Coinbase to become the head of the OCC. During his tenure at the OCC, he federally chartered banks can custody your crypto. They're ready to rock and roll. And you see the changes happening. Chase Bank now, they're wealthy clients now. Remember, besides their wealthy clients, everybody can invest in cryptocurrency. Okay, then you had Gary Gensler, the head of MIT cryptocurrency professor, becomes the head of the SEC. Jay Clayton throws out a lawsuit, leaves to consult One River Capital, a crypto fund. You have Bill Hinman, who used to be a former chairman in the SEC, now consults for Andreessen, I kept saying it wrong, Horowitz. So that's for my fan out there that kept clowning me. Andreessen Horowitz. But I'm going to break this down for you guys. Okay. So let's take a look at the long history of the SEC rejecting Bitcoin ETF proposals. Okay. So we got July 2013. The first ever attempt at a Bitcoin ETF came from Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, who proposed the Winklevoss Bitcoin Trust. The SEC officially rejected the proposal in March 2017. July 2017, shortly after the Winklevoss brothers proposed their EFT, SolidX filed a proposal for its own Bitcoin fund, and that was officially withdrawn on January 2019. January 2017, Grayscale officially filed an application for the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Okay, 3 months later, Grayscale withdrew its application to the SEC and chose to list its fund on the OTC market. Okay, to this day, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust fund is the largest and most popular Bitcoin fund, but it's still not listed under U.S. exchanges. Okay, September 2017, EFT specialist ProShares Apple for 2 Bitcoin ETFs in September 2017. The ProShares Bitcoin ETF and ProShares Short Bitcoin ETF, both proposals were rejected by the SEC. December 2017, both Deer Renex and Granite Shares filed applications with the SEC for respective Bitcoin ETFs. Both were rejected in August 2018. We have January 2019, January 2019, February 2019. These are all rejected. December 20th, SEC Chairman Jay Clayton stepped down from his position. In January 2021, President Joe Biden nominated former chairman of the CFTC, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, Gary Gensler, as Clayton's replacement. Okay. Then we have constant rejection after rejection after rejection. Okay. So now here we are. Remember Jay Clayton left the SEC right after he threw out the Ripple lawsuit. These are key dates, Warriors. Okay. December 18th, One River, I hope I'm saying it correctly. It's One River. Yeah, One River Asset Management increased their position by about 600 million in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Jay Clayton throws out an SEC lawsuit. 2 days later, 3 days later, he leaves the SEC, and then he's consulting for One River Asset Management. Now, here we are. Check this out. This is wild, Warriors. One River files for a carbon neutral Bitcoin ETF with the help from former SEC chairman. Former SEC chairman Jay Clayton, an advisor for asset manager One River, is now supporting a Bitcoin ETF for approval. The securities regulator, headed previously by Clayton, has rejected every crypto-based ETF filing in the past. The hedge fund aims to launch a carbon neutral fund that would incorporate the purchase of carbon credits. Here's the narrative right here, Warriors. You are invested in the best digital assets in history. Remember, never invest more than you can afford to lose. But think about this. Okay, the whole narrative by the World Economic Forum is zero carbon by 2050. So now Jay Clayton throws out an SEC lawsuit against Ripple to bring in regulation. They move all the players in the game. He goes over to One River Capital, right? And I'm going to go into Bill Hinman in just a moment. And now he's launching a hedge fund that's carbon neutral. That's going to be the response. Oh, well, it's carbon neutral, right? It's going into the carbon neutral narrative. What did Joe Biden do? First thing he did, Warriors, remember the game. The first thing he did is when he went into office, what did he do? He got us right back into the Paris Agreement. What is the Paris Agreement? Zero carbon. Okay, I'm going to teach you the game, Warriors. Okay, so we got Jay Clayton. They declined every single Bitcoin ETF, but now he is consulting for a cryptocurrency firm, and now he is going for a Bitcoin ETF. Okay. All right. So here we go. So digital asset transactions when the Howie met Gary. So this is William Hinman, the guy that got deposition to come back in the SEC lawsuit against Ripple, right? So if we go here and we type in Command F, okay, we type in Ether. So let's try to get down here, okay. Here we go. So I look at Bitcoin today. I do not see central third parties whose efforts are key determining factor to the enterprise. The network on which Bitcoin functions and operational appears to have been decentralized for some time, perhaps from inception. Applying the disclosure regime of the federal security laws to offer and resell Bitcoin would seem to add little value. And putting aside the fundraising, the creation of Ether, based on my understanding of the present state of Ether, the Ethereum network and its decentralized structure currently offers, and the sales of Ether are not security transaction. And as with Bitcoin, applying to the disclosure regime and the federal securities laws to current transactions in Ether would seem to add little value over time. There may be other significantly decentralized networks and systems where regulated the tokens or coins that function on them as a security may not be required. So this is right here. It says right here is not a security. Applying to what does it say right here? Bitcoin ETMs. This is crazy. This is crazy, Warriors. I mean, this is like, are you seeing all this? This is on the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. If I'm reading this correctly, you can read these articles. It says the remarks at the Yahoo Finance, what the hell's wrong with me? All Market Summit Crypto. Okay, this is William Hinman. Okay, talking about that Ether and Bitcoin. It said Ether in here specifically is not a security. Okay, here he is right here. Okay, first SEC official to say Ether is not a security is leaving the agency later this year. Okay, now remember, Jay Clayton left. Okay, after all these declines, he leaves, and now he's throwing out, think about this, a Bitcoin ETF, carbon neutral. So the very people that declined it is now submitting for an ETF. You don't think it's going to get approved? Come on, Warriors. We got right here remarks at the Yahoo Finance All Market Summit Crypto, Bill Hinman, saying that Ether is not a security. Now he has to sit on the XRP Ripple lawsuit and get deposition and talk about this and be explained. Okay. So now he leaves the agency later this year. Okay. This is an old article right here. Okay. I think this is, when was this article? I want to make sure I give you the right dates. Okay. This was in October 2020. Okay. Then he leaves later this year. And guess where he's at? Andreessen, for all the haters out there, Horsowitz, okay, Crypto Fund 3, 2.2 billion fund, okay. Here are the new additions to the 16Z crypto we're announcing today. Bill Hinman, the former director of the Securities and Exchange Commission Division of Corporation Finance, joins our advisory partner. Bill spearheads the SEC early work with digital assets and made critical contributions that provide clarity to companies operating in this space. Bill will provide valuable insights to the U.S. and our portfolio companies, as well as play a key role in shaping the future of regulatory environment in which they operate. So now we got two SEC, former LCC employees, chairmen, whatever you want to call them, now sitting for crypto funds. Okay. Now here's where attorney Jeremy Hogan, I love his stuff. Let me fast forward here. Okay. We'll go back right here. I'm just going to show you a little brief part of his video here. Now he explains obviously 10 times better than I ever can. I'll have to reset this in just a moment. Go subscribe to Legal Briefs. His stuff is phenomenal. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of the video, and then you can go watch the video yourself. So he's going to tie it all together for us.
Stay tuned. Hinman's testimony will go primarily to the fair notice defense. In his speech, Mr. Hinman said that Ethereum and the Ether token was not a security, and certainly the question of Mr. Hinman will touch on why he said that and who he said it to and how much he was paid to say that by. Sorry about that, everyone. Just had to take care of some business getting us back on the channel. In any case, moving on from Mr. Hinman, look at what was filed today. It's supplemental authority that, quote, supports the individual defendants pending motions to dismiss the first amended complaint, close quote. Now, this supplemental authority was filed on behalf of the individuals, Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson, not for Ripple. Remember that they filed a motion to dismiss, meaning Brad and Chris. They filed a motion to dismiss the lawsuit against them altogether, something Ripple did not do, and their motion to dismiss has not been ruled on yet, although it has been briefed. So in theory, the judge can rule on that at any time. So that's why they moved on this letter so quick and got it in front of the court. The letter is from SEC Commissioners Pierce and Roisman, and I'll tell you what the letter says in a minute. But first, recognize that we are not talking about deposing Pierce and Roisman, but only submitting a letter by them. And obviously, as we know from the fight about deposing former SEC guy Hinman, we know that deposing Pierce and Roisman would be very, very, very difficult, which means impossible. So instead, we see that the individual defendants instead.
Okay, so I'm going to have you go watch the rest of that video. I highly recommend you go watch the rest of this video. Now, I'll do a brief overview, no pun intended, legal briefs, right? So what he's talking about is basically they're not going to deposition Hester. Hester, they call her crypto mom, right? So she talks about the fact that also, too, she's trying to put out regulation where there's a grace period for cryptocurrency companies or ICOs so they can operate as a security as they transition into a non-security creating utility. Okay, so you need to understand this type of stuff so you don't get flooded out of the market, Warriors. Excuse me. So this is really important. So we got Jay Clayton leaving the SEC. Now he's proposing a Bitcoin ETF. You have Bill Hinman, who is quoted multiple times saying that Ether is not a security. And now he is consulting for a 2.2 Andreessen Horsowitz crypto fund. And we got Jeremy Hogan breaking it down where the case is all by design, Warriors. We're sitting on one of the biggest digital assets and biggest explosion in history in regards to price appreciation. Now, remember, XRP always goes last. Now, I'm not an XRP maximalist, Warriors. I'm a big fan of Ethereum, ADA. I have 21 cryptocurrencies that are broad fundamental cryptocurrencies. I have some of the crap coins, but I've already got my initial investment out and I'm house money. I'm very strategic on what cryptocurrencies I bring into my portfolio. Right? They are all fundamental cryptos that I think are still going to be here after the regulation comes in. That's what we have to watch out for, Warriors. So you have to be very smart. I just want to show you this again and remind you what the World Economic Forum is thinking about. This is a World Economic Forum. This is their own PDF in 2021. This has been floating around Twitter, all over the internet. They had Algorand, Cardano, CeeLo, XRPL, Solana, and Stellar. This is in their documents in the World Economic Forum. Think about that, Warriors. So I just wanted to bring this stuff to you guys and share with you, Warriors. This case is all by design, in my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But as I always say, this is the biggest shift in generational wealth in history. Now, the key is to have a game plan, Warriors. I'm not just focused on cryptocurrency. Now, I told you guys my honest story. A year and a half ago, my whole life changed. I started focusing on assets. Cryptocurrency is a large percentage of my portfolio, but as this bull market comes, I'm going to start to break off that part of the percentage to go into other passive income streams, right? And I will not buy luxuries until my assets can pay for my luxuries. I've now created a system where I have passive income coming from multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm going to continue to grow and snowball that. So I'll be in cryptocurrency. I'll be buying companies. I'll be getting other passive income streams as I continue to grow, right? And teach myself and mentor with other people on how the billionaires think. Warriors, money is very cheap right now. Interest rates are super low right now, but you're stuck in a system to keep you just over broke. So the key is to surround yourself with people that keep the conversation going. That's what the Warrior Academy is all about. Take out the portfolio, take out the exit strategy. The 120-day challenge is what will change your life, Warriors. I'll tell you, out of 2,000 people that have gone through, about 998 have actually gone through the 120-day challenge because everybody wants the portfolio, right? The 998 that have gone through the 120 challenge are by far more successful than anybody has gone through the program because they're teaching themselves discipline, nutrition, exercise, movement, changing their subconscious mind, goal setting, gratitude. It is a revolutionary program if you truly engage yourself, Warriors. So if you click the link down below, you can join our free Discord. You can join our private Warrior Academy. There's no risk to you as well. You can join our free Facebook group. I'm going to come to you with 1 to 2 videos. Tomorrow, we have a Waters Above Crypto, and we have some critical dates. So you'll see that premiered for tomorrow, 12 o'clock Arizona time. You are not going to want to miss that interview. Warriors, get your shit together. Let's go.